having internet connection issues once again with the good camera. However, we are back here with this camera, and we are back with a 4-on-3 power play, and now a breakaway opportunity. Finn, he scores! 4-2. A short-handed goal. Ethan Fitton this baby right over the left shoulder of Tardif, and Wilmot has the 4-2 lead. That is a short-handed goal, folks. And the penalty is now over, or the first penalty to Wilmot is over, as is the 5-minute major. So North Shore had a 5-minute major power play, and they weren't able to score. In fact, they give one up, and now it is the Wild who are back to work on the power play. Fitton, who just scored for Wilmot, picked up by North Shore. Shot clock violation on the Kodiaks. 4-2 advantage Wilmot. MacDonald. 4 seconds left to go. Ronicky. Shot. And that is blocked. Did not get through. Ball ricochets back over to the near side. MacDonald battling there alongside Charles Bastier. And this is North Shore coming away with it. So Wilmot 2 for 5 on the power play. North Shore 1 for 4, but that includes that 5-minute major that just came off the board. And folks, you know, we're gonna work until we can figure out the camera issues. We're gonna stay with this camera. Unfortunately, I have a better camera, but this is what we have right now live for you. Unfortunately, on this camera, I cannot stream the other way. And meanwhile, speaking of unfortunate, we've got a penalty call coming up to Wilmot. It'll be a slashing call, and North Shore with an opportunity here to pull within one. Oberle going to the Sid bin for the slash. And the Kodiaks 1 for 4 on the power play. You know they got to be aching after not converting on that 5-minute major. Capella, he's got a goal today. Villa has the other for North Shore. Both of those two guys working at the top for North Shore. Shot clock at 14. Villa, Capella. Villa goes to the goal. It's brought back up to Anthony Capella. Fire score! Anthony Capella with a bomb. His second power play goal. And it is 4-3 as the Homer Hanky waving fans here in Mascouche have reason to cheer. Anthony Capella has made this a 1-goal game. What a shot by Capella. He sneaks that baby through. And Wilmot gets possession off the draw. Herder. Brindamore. Shoots. And that is shoulder to side. They said it hit Tardif's right shoulder, so Tardif got a piece of it. Wilmot back to work on the power play. A shot through traffic, save made. Rebound loose, picked up, and another chance denied by Tardif. Look out, a man open down the floor. Oh, and it's dropped. William Gendron sneaking in behind the Wilmot defense. Feet out in front, backhander. Oh, it just missed. Wow. Some scintillating ball movement by by North Shore. We've got a push on the back. Fresh 30 for the Kodiaks. Oh my, North Shore that close to tying it up. And I mean, some goals are louder than others. That goal would have been a loud goal for the Kodiaks. Instead, they're just drawing up a play here, down 1. Here's a chance, denied. Rebound, score! Justin Laverne! And he's leveled this baby up at 4. You know what? There's not much Kelly could do about this. He makes a couple of really good saves. You could feel this from the moment the second period began. North Shore said, you know what? We gave up that goal early on. They gave up a goal maybe 30 seconds into the second period, and since then, the last 3 minutes, it has been all North Shore. It started off with that Capella power play goal, and now Justin Laverne joining the party and tying this game up at 4. A lot of guys here from the Mascouche area, Terrebonne, that sort of thing. These kids have been playing together for a long time, and right now it's really starting to gel, and back they come! Knocked away. And the Kodiaks work it back out. North Shore has not led tonight. Greer swings it in through, and the ball's knocked away. North Shore's back on it. Shot clock at 5. Pass for Greer is picked off as Lefebvre couldn't get it through. And back comes Wilmot. 2-on-0. Crisco cutting to the goal. And one of the Wild lost their gloves. Crisco skirts it out in front, and that'll land into the crease of Tardif, and Tardif will send it back up, and away comes North Shore. Bastien left it there for Villa. Villa with a full head of steam, driving to the house. Villa can't shoot. Now he will, and that bouncer goes a little too early, bounces up into the air, and out of play. Wilmot in possession. And back on the Wild. Good defense by Béliveau. Chilton going at his man. Chilton from the house. His shot save made by Tardif. A rebound, deflects, and back comes North Shore. Breakaway opportunity maybe. And that shot just goes over the top of the goal. Picked back up by Wilmot off the hop. And away come the Wild. They'll slow things up. Forsyth. Shot comes in, and that is stopped. And the Kodiaks look at the headman, and up the floor they do. Lamoureux, sorry, I'm getting the anglicization stuck in my head here. That comes North Shore. As I talk in English, there's a shot, save made. Off the bouncer from 45 feet out. And we've got a whistle and a turnover by the Wild. And Ian Garrison, our head official, one of the best in the business. David Paré. Justin Gendron, the assistants. Comes out in front, denied! What a stop by Kelly. Rebound. Slashing call. Oh, it's going to go the other way, actually. They rule that Maxim Bogstad went through the crease and then touched the ball. So that's why possession came back to Wilmot. McDonald out in front. And that bouncer lands on Forsyth. Denied! Now a home run pass. It's caught. Touchdown! Gendron with the reception on a 140-foot pass down the floor. And for the first time tonight, the Kodiaks have the lead. What a pass. We hear breakout passes. This is like a breakup out type of pass. They thread the needle. Gendron with the reception. He kind of reels it in. Had to stop and slow up a bit. Wasn't the perfect pass, but it was good enough. And for the first time tonight, the North Shore Kodiaks have the lead in the game. They also lead in the series too. Zip, and the home run pass goes over the top of the intended target. Reeled in by the Wild. And here they come. Oberle. He shoots. Save. And the ball lands all over the place. Snyder picks it up for the Wild. Snyder up to Chilton. Chilton back out. There's a chance. Brindamore denied. did not get through. Forsyth picks it back up. Forsyth gets a pick, looking to use it, and he'll swing it over to the near side. 10 seconds to shoot. Chilton back out. There's Snyder using a screen. Spinorama shot save. Rebound loose at the house, scooped up by the Kodiaks. And away goes North Shore. And they will slow it up. Gabriel Montreuil brings it out. And we got too many on the floor against North Shore. Wild ball. But this is the danger point right now for the Wild, as Snyder nearly had it picked off. And then he gets run into. And now some rough stuff going on in front of the Wilmot bench. Whoa, wow, look at this. Madness in Mascouche. And one of the Kodiaks are hurt. And that'll halt play with 12:06 left to go in the second. A fracas happening right in front of the Wild bench. And Mr. Grenon, Mr. Garrison, and Mr. Paré, good luck here sorting this out, gentlemen. Yeah, this is better because in the regular season they only have 2 referees. Today they've got 3. That's 3 sets of eyes. 3 times 2, according to my horrible math, is 6. Which means 6 eyes out there to see floor, and the injured Kodiak getting back up. And he's going back to the North Shore bench. And that is Justin Veilleux, who scored the opening goal tonight for the Kodiaks, going back to the bench. And now Mr. Garrison, Mr. Grenon, and Mr. Paré will talk things over at center. 5-4 lead in favor of North Shore here against the Wilmot Wild. Of course, both of these 2 teams winning their respective conferences. North Shore is champions of the East and Wilmot champions of the West. The Wild took out Orangeville in the Western Conference Finals, while North Shore eliminated Nepean. And now David Paré is going to send O'Keefe, is that him, number 22, to the box? Yep. Clay O'Keefe's going to the sin bin. There's already a North Shore player in the box. That's number 2. And that is Mathieu Gauthier, who's in the sin bin right now for the Kodiaks. And that was the whole fracas that started it was there was a whistle. It's so damn loud down there. That's why I'm not in the arena proper. I'm actually like kind of in like what we would call not so much a press box, but I guess like the bar box, if you will. So that's where I am right now. I'm up here. It's so loud in there that you could actually hear the cheers from this side of the floor. Anyway, back to 4-on-4. The Kodiaks got the extra 2, so it's 4-on-4, and that's thrown to the near side, and that's scooped up by North Shore. Don't forget, there's a 10-second call because it's 4-on-4. Nobody's killing a penalty. Montier got the extra 2. Well, actually, he got a 4-minute double minor rather than a 5-minute major. So Wilmot will be going to work on a power play after this. Score! Pick and roll and goal. William Capella, 6-4 North Shore. Well, that power play is going to become extra more valuable for Wilmot. Like I said, before all that melee happened, this is the danger zone right now for Wilmot because they have given up each of the last 4 goals, 4 unanswered right now for North Shore. If you're Wilmot right now, you gotta get something going here. They need a pseudo timeout or something because the Kodiaks are pouring on. And we've seen in game 1 and in game 2, the second period has been when North Shore has really flexed their muscle. And you have to wonder, too, it was a 6-hour drive for Wilmot to get here. You have to wonder, how tired are those legs? Remember, North Shore only had to play on the Saturday. They played on the Saturday and Sunday. They were able to leave a little bit earlier on the Saturday morning than Wilmot, I'm assuming, was able to leave today. Here's a bouncer, chest save. Took 6 hours to get here. That's how long it takes to get from Gunawaga to here on a normal Friday afternoon drive. All that traffic. Yes, folks, people say that when the world is over and the zombie apocalypse begins, people will still be driving to work on the 401 and people will still be driving to work in Montreal. Bouncer comes in by Anthony Capella. Save made as we get back to living beings rather than living dead. 10 seconds to go in the penalty to the Wild. And North Shore with a chance and tight, blocked. Good stick save, or stick block by number 24, Renicky. 6-4 North Shore. Wilmot needs one here. The Wild have given up 4 in a row. This is where Wilmot has to, well, to quote Curtis, get wild. They want things to get wild. They don't want things to get too out of control. Right now, they've given up 4 in a row. Chilton down low. Shot comes in, saved by Tardif as he's able to knock that one down. Brindamore with the pressure. Brindamore lost his stick. And that is a 10-second call by the rear official, Monsieur Grenot. Any relation to Mario? I actually was a field lacrosse referee here in Quebec for 2 years, so yes, I'm going to take the referee sides more often than not because those guys are my compadres. Shot fake. Forsyth bounced it far wide. Pick back up. Brenicky. The shot clock resets, but now the manual shot clock begins. Brenicky, and that is a reset. Ball bounces up the center, and it's picked back up. And a good knockaway by McDonald. And back comes Wilmot. Coming across center into North Shore territory. Feed off the near side, and that's missed. And we're going to have a penalty call against North Shore. Ian Garrison saying there's too many men. So yeah, it is really time for Wilmot to try and get wild. They are going to have a 5-on-3 with 39 seconds left to go. They're in the 39-second 5-on-3. It's there's 8:44 left to go in the second. 6-4 advantage North Shore. And if there's ever a time to turn things around in a series, you're down 2-0. You're down 6-4. You've given up 4 in a row, but you have a 5-on-3. Shot comes in. It doesn't look like I'm able to do that, unfortunately. I would love to flip it, but I can't right now. We're gonna, once again, we were able to get that camera working, but the problem was that the internet on the computer was so bad. I'd love to flip it to the other side, but for now, until, at least for the rest of this period, this is gonna have to do. I'll try once again when the third period comes around. Sorry about that, Julien. And good job here by number 8, Maverick Koziel. Killing some time off that clock. And then took a shot, and that will be a fresh 30 for North Shore, short-handed. The 5-on-3 is over. It's 5-on-4, but North Shore in that whole process picked up an extra 2, so they got a double minor to kill off right now. Radley trying to lock his man. She still got it. Knocked off stride. And North Shore's got it again. Still 6 seconds to shoot. Look at that hard work. And a fresh 30, North Shore. Maxim Bogstad, you're getting some flowers today. You earned it for that hard work. That's what coaches love to see, the way he's playing on the short-handed jet shoulder saved by Kelly. And you know what? That might have been a heat check, but he deserved that. He deserved to take that shot. Now let's see if Wilmot could get back up here. Brennicke. Shot. Snyder missed the net, and again, things are not looking all that good for Wilmot. I was thinking, you got 2 timeouts. Basically, if you lose this game, you go down 0-3, right? Your season's probably over after that. You have both your timeouts. 10-second call coming up here. If you're Wilmot, you give up another. I think a timeout is in order. McDonald. Shot! Score! The ball trickles in. Power play goal, but that comes 10 seconds too late. The ball trickles in. It's a 1-goal game, 6-5. That'll do it. The double minor is over. Wilmot has stopped the bleeding momentarily. 4 unanswered scored by North Shore, but now Wilmot does cut back into the game. I'm not a Wilmot fan. I'm just a guy from around here, that's all. It's the guy bringing you game 3 of this series. And now we've got a procedure call against Wilmot. Gives it to North Shore. Quelqu'un d'autre m'a dit que tu veux Wilmot rapporter ce soir, hein? Quoi? Here come the Kodiaks. Around the screen. Shot fake. Greer denied. Good stop. And now some pushing and shoving going on away from the play. Nothing going to be turned around. No, nothing's going to come about that. Chilton has a look around the screen. Chilton back to the middle. Shot fake. Forsyth swings it over. Shot comes in. Good stop. A rebound. The flex up in the air comes towards the far side. Mote to the near side. And back comes North Shore. Back out in front. Shot fake. Drive. Big save by Kelly. Oh, and a penalty coming up to North Shore. Lemoureux is going to get it. 2-on-1 shot. No. And that ball goes out of play, but a slashing call coming up. There you see David Paré making the call. This second period has been extremely spirited. It's been extremely physical. And it was pretty much in favor of North Shore throughout until Wilmot just got a power play goal, and that is exactly what the doctor has ordered for Wilmot. Another power play, a 5-minute major on Matt Lemoureux. So remember, North Shore had a 5-minute major opportunity which they couldn't take advantage of in the first and early into this second. You're going to have to see if Wilmot could avoid that fate. Fresh 30 for the Wild. Brennicke gets the return feed. He's working it at the top. Chilton. Brennicke. Chilton. Shot clock down to 17. Brennicke around a screen. He hit his own man. McDonald. Save made. And look out, a man open down the floor. Breakaway opportunity. Score! Gendron, his second. He leaks out and sneaks behind the defense. And it is 7-5 North Shore. That comes with 4:20 left to go in the 5-minute major. William Gendron, who scored a goal earlier in this period, he had to kind of backtrack to catch the first goal. This goal is just a straight up beautiful pass from the defensive end. Gendron catches it in stride and puts her home. And a procedure, that's field across. I'm a field guy, okay? Possession call gives it to North Shore. Look how Greer hits the post. And the ball goes all the way back to Tardif. Tardif's on it. Tardif has a man free at center, and he gets it to him. Reeled in by Hosiel, who splits one. Sorry, it's number 19, Owen Howard. And we got a penalty coming out to Wilmot. Anthony Capella outweighted him. Shaw comes in. And some pushing and shoving, but nothing too crazy coming out of it. 4:11 left to go on the second. North Shore will no longer have to kill off a 5-minute major. Instead, when this penalty expires, assuming there's no more, which has not been a safe bet the way the second period has gone, then there would only be 1:39 of Wilmot power play time. 7-5, Kodiak's leading. Back up top. And on the far side, they work it around. Veilleux sets a pick. Veilleux cuts to the goal, and that pass gets over the top of him. Floats to the far corner. Anthony Capella tied up. Veilleux's got it. He'll shoot. Stick save made by Kelly, and a rebound scooped up by Wilmot. And back on the Wild. 2-on-1 Wilmot. Crisco swings it over. Shot. Tardif denied him. Picked up by North Shore. And back on the Kodiaks. Breakaway opportunity. Musel saved. Penalty coming up to Wilmot. It's a slashing call against the Wild. And that'll go to Brennecke. Or sorry, it's Crisco. Crisco, 24. So North Shore will have a 4-on-3 power play. These are the power plays which you practice maybe in the last 5 minutes of a 2-hour-long practice. Happens quite a bit, though, at this level. Fresh 30 coming up for North Shore. 3:15 left in period 2. The Kodiaks lead the Wild 7-5 here. North Shore, of course, sweeping South Shore in the first round, beating Cornwall, and then ousting the Nepean in the conference finals to get to this point. And it deflects back up high. Or they beat Huntsville, sorry, in round 2. Backdoor attempt does not hit the target. And that pass is sent out back into North Shore territory. Shot clock violation against the Kodiaks. Wild ball. Wilmot took out Orangeville in the Western Conference Finals. We're going to get a penalty call against the Kodiaks for unsportsmanlike conduct, I think. Or delay a game. Yeah, delay a game. And that means there's a lot of space out there on that floor. 3-on-3. This is like what you see in the NHL in overtime nowadays. Brindamore. He's got an ISO if he wants. Brindamore centers it over. And it's reeled in by the Kodiaks. 7-5 North Shore. North Shore leading this best of 7 series 2-0. This is game 3 of the Meredith Cup Finals. First time ever that the Meredith Cup Finals are played in the Belle Province. And here's a look. Villa shot fake, tries to the goal, denied, and then crashes the net. Tried to sidestep Kelly. Didn't look like anything malicious. Actually looked like he might have slipped en route to that goal. So now it's a 4-on-3 for Wilmot, and they're going to actually have a very brief 5-on-3, assuming they don't score here. But let's not assume things. Down low. Shot. Big save, Tardif. Second chance opportunity. Forsyth down low. Scores! The ball trickles in! And that is the second time Ethan Warren has done some sort of to the window, to the wall celebration. I don't know, something like that. But Those of you born in the late 80s like myself, you remember when that song was going all over the place. To the window, to the wall. Get low, get low. Speaking of low, that cuts the lead down to 1. It's 7-6 North Shore. It's 4-on-4 for the next 16 seconds, and then Wilmot will go back to work on the power play. So I know it seems like at times tonight the Kodiaks have overwhelmed the Wild, but it's only a 1-goal game right now. And North Shore will have to kill off another penalty. And our officials, Jeanne Guinot, as well as Ian Garrison and David Paré. Ian Garrison, he's done a lot of behind the scenes with the officials. It's unique to see him out there on the floor. I know he was working the box for that Muskies Buck series that just concluded last night. Congratulations to the Snake Island Muskies for advancing to the President's Cup with a 8-6. Sorry, they beat the Akwesasne Bucks last. They did the Snake Island Muskies, winning the Three Nations Lacrosse League final. Chilton up top, 4-on-4. Shot comes in, that misses. Scooped up by Gendron. Gendron out in front. The pass misses. 5-on-4 now for Wilmot. Final minute of play in this third period. Can the Wild end the second period with a loud finale? 48 seconds left. 5-on-4, Wilmot. Chilton. I've lost track of how many penalties have been taken. Reneke out in front. Quick stick. They score! Forsyth ties the game. 7-7. Here with 38.8 seconds to play in the second period. Wow, Forsyth quick sticks it in. And they are really getting into it with the fans here. I love it. People say lacrosse isn't alive in Quebec. They should be in this arena right now. I'll tell you that. I do admit I'd love to see Sherbrooke kind of get back to where they used to be. Sherbrooke once had 250 lacrosse players in their association. That was 2 times the size of Kahnawake. Now you don't hear a whole lot about Sherbrooke and Windsor. Longueuil's always been around, of course. And all right, so the game's tied at 7. We've played nearly 40 minutes, and we're right back to where we started. Wilmot in possession. So much for the Wild needing a timeout, I guess. Herder. And speaking of which, they're going to take it here. They're going to take a timeout with 22.6 seconds to play in period number 2. There you see the scoreboard. 7-7. A packed house here in Mascouche. I'd say about a good 25-30 minute drive away from downtown Montreal if there's no traffic. With traffic, you're looking at 2 hours. Something like that. For those of you on Ontario, folks, you know that at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, you still have to wait about 20 minutes on the 401. That's kind of like what happens here. And I found that out the hard way, having to go to Toronto for the last 3 weekends, or the Toronto area for the Ontario Lacrosse Festival, which we had a great time at. Wilmot's pulled the goalie, extra attacker on with 22.6 seconds to play. Here we go. Or no, the goalie's going back to the bench. Okay, so the 6th attacker left, and now Kelly went back to the bench. I think that's probably a smart decision. Snyder. Brennicky, he shoots. Save made by Tardif. A rebound bounces up. Oh, the goalie's going to have to come out. We're going to have a play. Kelly sends this one down the floor, and that is going to do it for the second period of play. So we're going to try to get that internet connection working once again on the good camera. If it's not, this is going to have to do for live stream. This is what we have, this current view, it's going to have to do, but Thanks very much for the supportive comments. It looks like people are in favor of it, even though I can't quite flip the phone while I'm recording this. However, we are going to come back with period number 3. Whether or not it's on the phone or on the camera will be found out within the next 7 minutes. This game is tied 7-7. We're coming back with the potential conclusion to Game 3 in 6 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere.